Do you know of the game in which we form a line of 10 to 12 people and you say some sentence to the first person and you have to pass it on to the last person? And the sentence suddenly got changed totally. It got totally manipulated. May not be totally, but it is somewhat manipulated and somewhat changed when it reached to the last person. So, hey, it's Mansi, and I'm going to relate this game to our traditions which our elders taught us. That's exactly what happens when our elders force some old tradition to us. They think that they are 100% right. But no, that's not the case. They are not always 100% right. So, who knows if their thoughts are also manipulated? It's not like it's 100% the truth. But no, I'm not saying you to forget your tradition, your religious customs totally, but do not follow anything blindly just because they say that it has to be done in this particular way. While you may not even like that, you are forced to do that, right? And there are also some misconception which our elders have. The number one is we can say technology. They, because it's hard for them, they think that it's an unnecessary thing and we don't need it at all. uh, what they say is, the phone, what is the use of it? You have to just call someone. But no, it's more than that, it's literally more than that. Then there are career choices. Second is career choices. What our society, or maybe you can say the elders, your grandparents, right? They think that the most stable career jobs are what they listen from the start, or the most stable ones are like what they thought like the typical ones, the typical jobs. But we know, the younger generation know, that there are many different career choices, and may not know, the kid that is studying in the nursery today may opt a career which is not even known to us right now. So that's another thing. Like we younger generation pursue their passion in non-traditional ways. And there is this third, and I think the most important point, is relationships. What they think is that the person they choose for you is the only right one, and you will make all the wrong decisions. You can see it everywhere around you. They just force you to be with someone who you don't even know, who you don't even see, to spend your rest of life with. Isn't it weird? I think it's totally weird. You have to give them chance to understand each other. Of course, we know in the first meeting everyone wants to have their great impressions, like who tell their their misbehavior, or their something they don't do is right. Who tell them in the first meeting? We are even totally prepared and all for anything like an interview. So you have to set them at least certain 6 to 7 dates, you can say. Like that's what I believe, and that's what my parents believe. But the thing is, it's literally not common in most of the India. If And there is also this one thing, that if the relationship they choose, the partner they choose for you, if it ended badly, and we all see the marriages are failing these days like terribly, then should I say that it was your fault? You choose the person, then while rejecting 10 others, you choose the person. Why it is failing? Do I put the blame on you? No, right? It is not acceptable in the society. But if the same things happen when the child choose, or the, like, I can't say child, when the person choose that he or she want to spend his rest of life with this person, they say to their parents, and they say no. If they say okay, if they are persuaded, you persuade them, then if it that relation failed, who knows what is going to happen. If that relation failed, then the whole blame will be put on you, that हमने तो कहा ही था और कर लो ऐसी हरकतें. That's what they say particularly. So should I put the blame on you? If there are literally every marriage is failing these days, and I don't know why in our country divorce is something like seen as a very bad thing. It's not a bad thing. If you don't want to be with the person, then just leave it. Why are you making your life miserable because you think that log kya kahenge? You know, they're saying sabse bada rog kya kahenge log. So I think that's what they lack, that's where they lack. I think we all should have the right to have to choose our life partners, and to not choose, it's not necessary at all to you you will be happy by being single. It's not necessary. But the thing I'm trying to prove is, our elders think that this is the right way, and they said this: go to school, go to college, then get a good job, get married, this is a have children, and the cycle will repeat. I don't know what is this making any sense. Like, what kind of life is this? This is literally very weird. There are some things. There's something. Actually, there's a story on children by, if I read it right, Kahalil Gibran. I don't know if I'm reading it right. So it's literally my favorite one. Listen to it carefully and turn on the captions if you want to. It's on children. Like, I will tell you, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwells in the house of tomorrow. This is very good line. For their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. That's right. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. You know, this line is literally the truth. Life not goes backward, it always moves forward, right? You are the bows from which your children, as living arrows, are sent forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness, for even as he loves the arrows that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable. I love this one. That's why I'm sharing this with you. So here, you know, there's this concept here. Our ancestors was primates, right? Do we have to listen to the primates? Do they have more mind than us? I don't think so. So that's what happens, right? All there were airplanes. Is there were airplanes in the like ancient period? No, there were not. Technology is now. The people are smarter now, not in the back days. The younger generation always is many steps forward than you. And I know it's not at all easy to convince them because they have their stubborn head in them. But we can change us. We can change the next generations. We have to change our thoughts. You know what? I always have this wild American dream. I would go to there, I would go here, NYC, LA, and all that. But then I think, why shouldn't we make our India that dream place? And it will only happen by us, not by the government. You have to take steps. You have to change your thoughts about everything. Don't deny your roots. They are very important. The art traditions are really beautiful, but I'm talking about the stupid things we have in our lives, like that these are not even necessary. So remove all the negativity, except on only positive things from them. They also have life experiences. Okay, then we can take them, but not in a serious way. Cultivate your mind with that also. Bring it to the new ideas, to the new era. There are many things you can do in today's world. And so what I was talking about is, why can't we make India that place? We can make it a developed country. It's not in government hands at all. If you see any rubbish in your streets, then first of all, don't throw any rubbish on the streets. And if you see, then try to clean up, and it will only change by changing your thoughts. So let's make our country a developed country, not a developing country which is developing since I don't know how many years, like 12 or 20 years. Let's go to the path of a developed country and not a third nation country. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. And yeah, it's got a pretty much long video. I will see you in the next one with some great other videos. Okay, thank you for listening me that much, and bye. Thank you and take care.